A while ago, I got this collapsible satellite Yagi from AliExpress. Doesn't look much like a Yagi now since it's collapsed. Since I got this, it doesn't seem to be available anymore, but it got me started thinking, can I build a satellite kit out of parts from AliExpress? We're going to take a look at this when I put everything together and I go outside and do a bit of a show and tell with the completed kit though. But I wanted to start with the antenna. So this might not be the antenna you're going to start with, but there are several other satellite Yagis over on AliExpress or other options like the Elk or the Arrow or something you DIY. I've also made a DIY satellite Yagi. If you want to take a look at that, I'll leave a link down below for that video. If I do remember in editing, but I'm going to try to do that. But let's take a look at what we need in order to build a satellite kit, because this isn't necessarily a how-to, but more of an inspirational thing. So we're going to put the antenna aside. We're going to get that later on in the video when we're ready to do this. Also, hi and welcome to LB0 Fox India Norwegian Ham Ventures. I'm Morten, LB0 Fox India, and what you see here are two HTs, and that's going to be the foundation of my satellite kit. I have two radios here. You can pretty much use any radio you want to do. The reason I got these two is because, well, I have these two radios, so I didn't have to buy any one. And both the N76 and the Retivis RT3S does have satellite modes. Or the RT3S does have satellite mode if you install the OpenGD77 firmware on it. And I do have a guide on that on the channel as well on how to install the OpenGD77 firmware on this. And I gotta say, with the OpenGD77 firmware, this becomes a completely different radio. These are my two radios. They have satellite mode, so I don't have to think about things like Doppler shift and everything. That's handled for me. A little bit more clunky on the N76 because you need the phone and the phone app, but it's still absolutely doable on it. So we have an antenna, we have radios. And the way satellites work are that they do have an uplink on either UHF or VHF, or at least the FM satellites to be correct, and a downlink on the other band. So I have a duplexer here from AliExpress. I'll leave links to these products down below. And if I can find a similar antenna, I'll also leave a link down below. They're all affiliate links. So, well, I'm going to get a little bit of a cut of this. This isn't necessarily perfect duplexer for what I'm going to do. It's a little bit big and clunky. I'd probably be better off with a smaller one with SMA plugs, but I was going to use this duplexer for a different project, which didn't turn out to happen. So, well, now I have two of these, so one's going to be in my satellite kit. Besides that, you're going to need some coax to string everything together. Different types of coax here. This is just coax I had laying around. You can see that I've zip tied a little bit here, and that's because, well, just to get them somewhat the correct length. If this works, I'm going to make custom-made coax cables that actually fit the purpose here, so I can clean up the kit a little bit. And holding all of this in your hand is going to be difficult. So I got one of these fancy chest packs. This sits on your chest. And my plan here is now to keep the duplexer and the leftover coax in this big pocket here. My initial plan was to clip radios on these MOLLE straps, but it just becomes the wrong angle. So I'm going to use just the straps up here in order to clip the radios. So I have one radio for transmit and one for receive on each shoulder. I'm probably going to use the transmit radio in my hand. Speaking about that, let's go back to the radios for a little while, because during some testing here, I figured out that the Retivis is better on receive for satellites. So that's going to be my receive radio. And the VGC is going to be my transmit radio for satellites. What you basically need are 2 HTs though, but if you want to skip out on the Doppler shift and make it a little bit easier on yourself for starters, I'd recommend to have a radio with satellite mode. You can also use the Anytone 878, that also has a built-in satellite mode. As far as I know, I haven't tested it yet. But let's go ahead and put this kit together and see how this goes. Now let's start with the bag here, and don't worry, I'm going to dress up in all this gear in just a little while so you can see what it looks like when it's done. I'm going to set this up now for SO50 operation. So SO50 is 2 meters up and 70 centimeters down. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the shorter cable, just because I use cables that I'd line around. This is going to be the receive side of it. So we're going to take that on the 70 centimeter side, because that radio is just going to sit on the pouch nonetheless though. So I'm just going to leave this here now. We're going to hook this up to the Retivis, which is going to be the receive radio. And we're just now, for starters, just going to clip this here. We're probably going to do this around, but now, so we have everything somewhat organized here. Next up is the transmit radio. We do have a little bit of a longer cable here. That's so I'm able to hold it in my hand. So we're going to take this end, leave it out, put this on the 2 meter side of the duplexer. And no, this isn't going to be the ideal satellite kit, but it's going to be a budget satellite kit. And the way my life is at the moment, with a lot of personal stuff going on, budget is exactly what I'm going to need. So we're going to take this, screw on the antenna connector here. We're going to leave the excess coax in the pocket behind here. And now we only need one more thing, and that's the coax to the antenna. And I got some RG316 here. Not ideal on 2 meter 70 centimeters. It's also 3 meters long, but it's what I have lying around with a SO plug in one end and a BNC in the other. The other thing with RG316 is, well, it doesn't coil well. It's bound to get tangled at some point. But this is going to be the cable to the antenna. We're going to hook that into the mix port of the duplexer here. Like so. And yes, there are probably going to be some changes to this kit going forward, but right now everything's a compromise in ham radio. My compromise now is to get this as cheap as possible and just have it working good enough. So untangle this, put everything here, start zipping this through, and just have all the cables coming out on this side here. So we're going to take the antenna cable, leave it out of the way. We're going to take the N76, strap that here. We're going to turn the RT3S around, strap it this way, so gravity can actually do its job here. And that's pretty much it. That's the quick and dirty way of setting up this satellite kit. So let's go outside on the porch. Let's put it on and let's wear it. I'm not going to show you any satellite demonstrations today because, well, there aren't any passes and I need to practice more on satellites. This is more as a way of getting you guys inspired. So let's go ahead, let's go outside on the porch and let's put this kit on the chest and you can see what it looks like. And it started raining, of course, so, well, camera's on the roof and that's why the angle is somewhat not good here, but we'll just have to live with it because I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let's see if we can get this untangled. Getting a chest pack on is, well, a little bit more difficult than getting getting a backpack on. But let's see if I can untangle this the right way, and we can get this going. There we go. We're going to put this over like this. And hopefully we can get the correct strap going around here. Trust me, you'll feel it if it's the wrong strap. And this chest pack was really cheap. I think it was, well, as I said, I'm going to leave links down below for you. But I think this pack was about $12. So we got everything set up. We have the coax for the antenna here. So let's start to unfold the antenna so you can see what it's like. And this is just Velcroed here. And it's actually a really nice antenna design. Everything's spring-loaded and easy to get set up. Just too bad that I couldn't find this exact antenna here for you anymore. But, well, you'll find different antennas. I'll see if I can find a different Yagi to link to, but I can't say anything about them. This is compact, it's nice, it's got a relatively short boom, which makes it better. And it's got a B and C in the bottom here. So, when you're out operating, you can keep the radio that you're transmitting with in one hand, the antenna in another hand. And the way this is, it'd probably be better cable management wise to do it like this. You have the receive radio here, you have the transmit radio here, you have the satellite Yagi. There's also a phone mount here that I haven't mounted for you right now, but it lets you keep the phone. And since the N76 actually needs, well, the cell phone app in order to do satellite mode, you can have your phone here and you can look at the map on where the satellite is. So this is my cheap and easy satellite kit. Hope this inspires you, actually. If it does, give it a thumbs up. If you think what I did is complete crap, give it a thumbs down. Or more constructively, leave me a comment down below on what you would like to do differently. But this shows that with a couple of HTs and parts from AliExpress, you can actually build a satellite kit, which isn't too expensive. I haven't done the math. Prices might vary, but my guess is, except for the HTs, this is a kit with antenna that is under 120 US dollars. I'll see you guys down the band. I'll see you in my next video. 7-3, my friends.